Sure. I'm trying not to use up all of my casting then. Yeah, I think that is just an end. Cool, I guess. This is what happens when you just lose patience with this game and games like it. Boy. It's taking a minute because it has to get all the way up here. But yeah, we just need to figure our way through. And I'm gonna try and go over here because I know there is a spot where we get this. And it might lead somewhere, you never know. Might also do nothing. Does nothing. And then this one, I think, doesn't actually go anywhere. Yep, that's just a pit of despair. Hello. Well, it does go somewhere. Now I'm curious. It was like some kind of evil shortcut. I don't know necessarily what makes a shortcut evil, but, you know. And is there more below? Nope, down there looks like it's just a pit. Granted, this is probably one of the dumber ways of doing this, because, you know, when I've lost my stuff... Oh, I didn't know you actually did that. It'd also be nice if I didn't have to deal with that kind of bullshit. God, you don't have any goddamn recovery time after this dumb shit. Why am I at a stake of Marika? Down here. Okay, I guess that is a stake of Marika. Yeah, lock on. Hey, I'm good. I'm a little annoyed at this enemy type because really it used to be a boss. And now we're having to deal with it as an annoyance. Because I'm just... It's frustrating me, because I just want it to get out of the way. Yeah, something like that. But the last one, like, I'm already annoyed because I've died to the same enemy type 3 times in this session. Just in this little bitty sitting. Now that makes that harder. But also that is its own annoyance. Is that he will float up here. There you go. Like, they're basically using the wall abuse. But also, it fights so many other things. Like, I can't just get away from him because of how he works. And I lost to a different one in a different direction. And sadly, he probably is not going to stay gone. So whatever resources I used right here are both gone and in an obnoxious... Okay. Not at all what I thought was going to happen there. But that's kind of the point, I guess. They just design these things with a headache in mind. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. And there's a completely other direction I have to go shortly. That was not doing that before. It's almost like it's triggering based off of us being nearby. It's also neat to an extent because they've done fire-based before in this similar function. Really? Sure. There's not a save point there? What's... I'm guessing that one spot right there that I'm looking at is probably a quote-unquote save point that if I rolled into it or attacked it, it would have opened for me. But now I have to deal with that thing again, I guess. Yep. Not willing. And this is the true way to play a Dark Souls game. Just run past anything that inconveniences you. No. No, it is. And now he can move too. Oh, no. I don't understand the... There's another one over there. I don't know. I really don't. This is all just a headache. Because all of it is in the way of what counts as actual progress. And I've basically lost my patience for this. Because that fight is not interesting, because it takes basically no goddamn damage. It takes forever to finish the fight. Then we have to deal with multiple of them right one after another. Then it does stuff like this. Oh, that hit me, huh? Even though by design, there's also the fact that it stands there. And we'll do this attack 12 times in a row. And I would just like to be able to ignore it. Because it doesn't time reasonably. It times based off of some arbitrary tick number for some bloody goddamned reason. Then we do this, and so walking in there seems to be what activates this, because on the fire ones it didn't do it like that. But I'll be frustrated for a minute while I figure out what I'm actually going to do here, while also being frustrated. Excuse me? The fuck? What did I... What? So, are you telling me this thing shuts off if I touch it? I've been annoyed for no reason? Well, there's not no reason, but it's not obvious. And then there is... Yep, you can see him over there. Though he might not be as magic resistant. No, he's probably magic resistant. Yeah, these as regular enemies, real bloody annoying. Oh, that's so much easier. I didn't realize touching these things actually made them fall down. I might have made some dungeons a lot easier on myself if I'd have known that. Hello, what do we got? Fire monk ashes. That is useless to me, but now I know what's down here. We are done with being down here. And I can go be happy. No. What just happened? Touch? I'm very confused. Was that supposed to go down the first time I made it through here? Cool. That is not the actual dungeon. That was just some random side path we found. That gave us something of lesser interest. Now we will go back to the proper dungeon space. Don't jump down there, that would be terrible. I lost maybe a quarter of a level in here already, but we're just gonna find what's left to do. Oh boy. But I'm feeling better now. I don't know why the things reacted the way they did. But yeah. Now to deal with a completely different frustration, because this dungeon is not me friendly. As well, we'll just bring that back down. The catacombs overall, I think they are okay, but it feels like it's designed to not be truly... Like, you're definitely not meant to be pushed to try to do as many as there are. And they have good gear in them. I don't mind the... I don't actually mind the baseline enemies that much. One of my bigger problems really comes down to... Ow. Comes down to the things that keep making it worse. Nope, wrong way. Yep, hi, goodbye. We're just gonna run up to here. Like, those enemies were worse earlier in the game, because that's just the design for it. But also, I'm not a fan of that bleed build up through your shield. It just never is a good design, in my opinion. If I block something, the status effect off of that weapon should not be part of it. Like, it shouldn't go through the shield. Come on. Take a drop. So that's a design I don't like just for sake of the game. Because, you know, you should not be caused to bleed because you blocked rather than dodged. And I will say most of them come across as feeling different enough from each other that it's not this massive, oh, I'm doing another catacomb again. They're decently spaced out, and the different enemy types across the different dungeons that are really primarily handled. Granted, it does feel like I have to either take things slowly or run. Or it's something like this where I've misallotted my FP a little bit. So I don't really have all that much to play with. And then you've got, like, it's a big just kind of gotcha fest almost, where the designers spent so much time trying to make it not difficult, but tedious when you die. Oh, 130. So technically I'm like 20-ish levels away from endgame level, but I will also likely push past what is considered endgame level in general. And you've also got stuff like this, where I can't lock on to these enemies, but I don't trust them to not chase me or explode on me or this, that, and the other. Oh, and then you've got stuff like him. that you kind of need to use the resources you have on. I'm trying to get to that thing, because that opens the primary gate that we're trying to get to for the primary boss down here. I think it went well. I'm still waiting on information from them, though. Like, I was going to call them today, but I went and visited my grandmother who was in the hospital, or who is in the hospital. Which, you know, fair play. I will talk to them. I will try and call them tomorrow. But I think it went well, and the person I talked with, I think, liked me. At the very least. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, these are enemies and I can't lock onto them very well. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. If I bait them around, this might actually kill them. Not sure how many of those are left. So, Ice Blight. It went well, but they gave no signs. Yeah, that is rough. I'm looking forward to the Home Depot thing in a way. I don't like those enemies. They explode in a very wide pattern. There's also, like, more recently with these dungeons, I've seen the instances where they cycle back to duplicate something they've done. Like, there's two instances of a room that does this, but one of them actually has a much larger variant of these guys. There's also the fact that I probably don't need to stand here and fight all of them, because it does get me in a little bit of trouble, but I also don't want to use my magic on them. I really need to find my way through is the big deal here. I'm also, if you didn't notice, wearing different pants and gloves because I'm working towards a different loadout. And then, yeah, there's you back there. Hi. Come on. There you go. Ta-da! I think I've already got the stuff here, but he might have materials. Nope. Alright, so this is good. We've got this hole where we fall down into here. And there's just stuff. Problem is, there are some of those exploding enemies. Like that guy. And the exploding enemies are not fun to deal with. Because they don't... Well, they weren't doing that before. Oh. Okay. That's okay. Probably should have thought about that. It is kind of funny that they make chugga chugga choo choo noises as they're chasing you down. I think this is the way I went before. That led me to another one of those grave site dogs. Or whatever they're called, because yeah, it leads up here. And then a little ways past this is another one of those that I think I already grabbed the item that's behind the dude. I don't know why I hit that. That's a trap wall. I might go back to that one, but I'm gonna ignore it for now because I don't want to fight another one of those at the moment. So what we will be doing is... so there's a way down there, but there's also a way up. We're gonna check on what's up. Although I think one of these directions loops back into the room? Hello? Oh. That looked like it was like something that came down behind me. That little corner. Yeah. I think it might be this one that loops back into a stage that looks basically... Yeah, because that would be kind of in the direction of... That would be kind of in the direction of how we came down initially. Like, I don't mind that they're making it a maze by duplicating, which I find very interesting. Oh, joy. But also, okay. There is something down there. I think. Yeah, we can drop down there. Oh. Okay. We are actually where we were headed. Though I heard something. That opens the big door. Yay, somewhere a heavy door is opened. So that does... I was gonna say fixes a problem for me, but probably not a problem per se. It just gets me to the next stage of what we're doing. Oh, really? Okay. Did not realize that I was just above there. Hello, little guy. He was just a normal one. So yeah, now we should be up to a boss fight. Oop. Almost. Almost made that mistake. No. Wrong way. We need to find an elevator on this floor, which is over here. Yay. Not lost. I just turned around. But cool. Cool. And I do not mind at all the different little things they did for the design of this. Like, again, just the repeating floors that look the same but are different. And yeah, there's the boss. And over here will be our... well, we'll go up first. And I might look this up to make sure, this dungeon up to make sure I didn't miss anything that I needed somewhere. Just because that's basically how I'm doing this in a blind method. Alright, what am I bothering? As a viewer, they're not bad. Like, looking at them is nice. Yeah, they have their own atmosphere separate from basically the rest of the game. And I'm sure this ties into other things, but I was dumb and I really should have just gone in for the boss fight. Because if I go in for the boss fight and I lose, I can spawn at the Stake of Marika and just be good for it. That's something that they added to this that I really do like, is the stakes. Oh hey, it's one of you. I like fighting you guys sometimes. Ah, that's a lot of damage. Ow. This I might actually be able to finish here and now. I am surprised that mouth did not get me. Ta-da! I'm having a harder or an easier time with this than the things that were bosses before. Oh, hello. I might be speaking out my butt now, but also... Oh yeah, like, the fights in these spaces are typically very tight. Cool. But we got our ghost glovewort thingy, search treasure chest, and another death root, which... that's something. But hey, we got this dungeon finished, technically, officially. And what we're gonna do, actually, is I'm going to look up Giant's Mountaintop Catacombs, because I'm just that way inclined some days, that I should look things up, and... Yep, Giant Mountaintop's Catacomb. I really just want to make sure I'm not missing a particular fight. Nope, no particular fight. No particular gear, because there's gear that I want from here, and then return to entrance. Oop. Game, don't lag on me. But yay. And again, I mind less the bigger enemies. I say again, that's part of just this thing, overdoing things and talking about conversations that may not have happened. But yeah, the tight space is... ooh, flask upgrade. Yes. Okay, so, do we go by... do I have a sacred tier? No. Do we go 5 and 9? I think that's fine, really. I want to go 10 and 5, so I have halfway as much mana as I did. Alright, come on, laggy. We got this. But yay. We're back here in this space. And legit, I'm just gonna dip for a minute. Yeah, we did that. This is somewhere over here. I don't actually know. There's also a place that a buddy of mine wanted me to check out in this general direction. So I guess we'll go from here and figure that out.